night, Max wore his MILF suit and made mischief of one kind and another. Turn the page. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. Good job. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. Turn the page. It grew and it grew. It grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. Turn the page. Good job. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. Only one page. Good job. He sailed in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. Turn the page. Good job. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and they gnashed their terrible teeth, and they rolled their terrible eyes, and they showed their terrible claws. Turn the page. Till Max said, "Be still," and he tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened, and they called him the most wild thing of all. Turn the page. And they made him king of all wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." Turn the page. Yes, good job. And they danced, and they howled at the moon. Arr! Turn the page. Good job. And they hung from the trees, and they swung from the vines. Turn the page. Good job. And they did the hokey pokey, and they turned themselves around. Turn the page. Good job. "Now stop," Max said, and he sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely, and he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far away, across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. Turn the page. Turn the page. Good job. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said no. So the wild things roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes,